Glad you could join us, and certainly glad it's Friday. And on that note, the note of thinking about looking ahead towards the weekend, some big changes are on the way. We're going to see some showers, some storms. It's going to be a rather dreary first half and maybe even quarter of your weekend. I think we'll start off tomorrow on a decent note, but by mid-afternoon or a little later, showers and storms are set to move into the area. And then we'll recover next week and see some decent weather before another big set of changes are around the bend, maybe even bigger than this weekend's. We've got fall weather pretty much across the board. I mean, mind you, I've got some daytime highs approaching 83, 84 degrees, but I've also got some down around the 72, 71 degree mark as well. Bit of back and forth. What else would you expect from an Eastern Kentucky forecast? But I'll have it for you in more detail. I mentioned last evening, maybe putting the cart before the horse. We do have plans to go to the pumpkin patch, but today was not that day. Now, we do have plans to go see them next week, and I'm anxiously awaiting that, and I've already been asked a couple of times today if that was going to be on tonight's program. So with my apologies, we'll have that report for you next week. And I've also got 90% of the story put together with our friend Ian Cummings, who, of course, just took his last steps this past Saturday on his trek across our nation. I've still got some finishing touches to put on that, so that, too, our other top story for the evening, will be next week as well. But it's going to be a good one, as will the trip down to the pumpkin patch. And, of course, we've got news to cover this Friday, the 5th day of September, as we are approaching fall just as quickly as possible, I suppose. The school bus wreck earlier today was a non-injury accident, but it was a serious situation nonetheless. I'll take you to the scene of the accident involving a McGoffin County school bus and a pickup truck in just a few moments, and the latest developments in the case against Floyd County Attorney Eric C. Kahn. He is attempting to not testify in a hearing, an evidentiary hearing set for this coming Monday. I'll give you the basis for that hearing and his basis for not wanting to testify and all the information per court records that I have in just a few moments. We've got a calendar, a bunch of birthdays, and the before-mentioned weather forecast that I'll have to relate to you for better or worse. With all of that said, we'll go ahead and jump right into our top story this evening, and that is the school bus accident. On board, I still do not have an exact number, but approximately 36 or so students and the driver of the bus. The bus, I'm told, at a standstill on Route 30 when it was struck from behind by a pickup truck. Let me stress, this, per my knowledge at this hour, was a non-injury school bus-related accident in McGoffin County. Now, this is me approaching the traffic that was backed up. School buses, other school buses also en route to transport students home after I'm sure what was a busy Friday for them all. But one school bus was stopped as it was letting a student out. Now, I also could not find out at the time as to whether or not that student had already began to disembark the bus, had already gotten across the road, or what the situation was. But we do know, we have confirmed through Scott Hilton with McGoffin County Schools that the bus was at a stop, that all the warning and flashing equipment was activated and still was before, during, and after the collision. As far as the injuries are concerned, still yet to be determined. I'll tell you what I know. It appeared as though a pickup truck, and I believe it was a small Toyota truck, came around the curve. The bus was stopped, and it came up on the bus. I know that the driver, the only occupant in the truck, told authorities on scene that he came around the curve. There was the bus. He attempted to stop. When he applied the brakes, the front wheels locked up, started to skid, pulled him over into the other lane, and then you can see where his truck made contact with the back of the school bus. Some significant damage to the truck, minor damage to the big bus, which is understandable. What we know as far as injuries are concerned, according to Hilton, there were more than 30 students on board at the time. He was still assessing the situation, but it was believed that most appeared fine as they were exiting the school bus, either to get with their parents or load another school bus that would take them on for the rest of their route. This is the roadway, and there was no showers in the area at the time, but just walking on it, it's one of those situations where it might not appear to be heavy showers, but it was still slick in nature. The hospital, what are you doing with them?
I'm going to say there's around 30 kids on the bus.
What, you know, if the bus was stopped, unloading, if there was a student getting off?
As of right now, it looked like the bus had a stop sign out, and we had a car come down 30, and he's kind of around a little bit of a curve. The bus was sitting there, the road slick, and he kind of hit the end of the bumper and went around the bus. And right now, with about 30 students on the bus, we've noticed that the damage to the bus was relatively minor to the bumper, but We've had the EMT here, and they're checking the students out. And right now, we don't have any injuries that we know of, but that's as of right now. We've got all the buses ready to go. We've loaded all the kids on a second bus, and we're taking this bus back to the garage to have it checked out.
Bus number 223, the driver, Justin Back, as well as all other students that we know of, appeared to be non-injured as a result. The driver of the pickup truck, whose name I do not have in front of me at this time, also refused medical treatment at the scene. Now, this is the first, we hope first, school bus accident of the school year for McGoffin County Schools, but reflecting on last school year, by my tabulation, I believe there were 5 school bus related accidents, most of which very minor, but a couple of them turned out to be rather serious in nature. No serious life-threatening injuries, but nevertheless some students were injured as a result and had to seek some medical attention, at least briefly. We're hoping safe travels from here on out for the rest of the school year for everyone on our big yellow buses. And I'm hoping you'll stay with us and make sure that you let these folks know you're watching. Curb your appetite for a good deal and some home cooking at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, where we started the under $5 daily special. Saturdays get a 10-piece hot and spicy wing dinner with all the fixins, only $4.69, $3.99 after 4 o'clock. And on Sundays, our famous chicken and dumpling special with homemade cobbler and ice cream, only $4.49, $3.99 after 4. And we cater gatherings big or small at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Sayersville National lets you go mobile with their new banking app. That's right, you can view your account and balance, transfer money, pay bills, and yes, deposit checks right from your phone from wherever you are. Just download the Sayersville National Bank app on your Android, iPad, iPhone, or other device. Any phone that can connect to the internet has the capability, and you can start saving time and money today with Sayersville National Bank's new mobile app. Wherever you are, we're there for you at Sayersville National Bank.
If you have been in a serious wreck, do you really think that you are in good hands of the insurance companies when you have lost wages, medical bills, and pain and suffering from your head to your toes? The answer is no. If you want to truly be in good hands, give me a call. I'm attorney Donald Wayne McFarland. Let me put my 20 years of experience in working to protect the rights of injured people to work for you. 349-9000.
There's an unlimited selection of new and pre-owned vehicles right at your fingertips with 9 acres of inventory and 7 different franchises all at one location. Hutch, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Call Chevy, Buick, and GMC at 297-4066 or Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram at 297-5066. Where selection, satisfaction, and service after you're sold are all guaranteed.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Remember when they invented the peanut butter cup? Bringing peanut butter and chocolate together. Pure genius. Well, the Sonom Enduro has done the same thing for wireless. Right now at Appalachian Wireless, you'll find the tough, dependable Sonom Enduro. This flip phone is great for the job or weekend warrior, but you can also access the internet and take great pictures with a 2-megapixel camera. Get it now, the best of both worlds, just like the peanut butter cup. Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
Regardless of where you want to ride, you could be riding on a brand new Kawasaki or Polaris for less at M&M Power Sports in Staffordsville. New Kawasaki's for the dirt, the street, or both, and ATVs and side-by-sides for every stage of enthusiasts to fish, hunt, haul, or play. And with rebates up to $1,300 and financing as low as 3.99%, it's never been easier to ride it, buy it, and start your next adventure at Kentucky's Power Sports Authority since 1964, M&M Power Sports. Wheel alignments, oil changes, brakes, suspension work, and tires. Thousands of tires by all the major manufacturers, all in stock and at incomparable prices. All backed with 33 years of service and experience, the area's largest tire selection, and 6 months no interest at Conley's in Paintsville. There's some new developments tonight in the case relating to Eric C. Kahn, the Floyd County attorney, as well as his co-defendants in the matter of defrauding the Social Security Administration out of tens of millions of dollars. The developments this evening are pertaining to an evidentiary hearing which is set for this Monday, and his wishes not to testify before federal judge Mortimer.
Finding the reasons that I'm not going to testify today, and pursuant to that letter, I respectfully assert my constitutional right.
After signing his constitutional right not to testify at a federal hearing months ago regarding his alleged actions as they pertain to fraudulently, with others, including doctors and judges, or a judge, getting disability benefits for hundreds of people, many or most from eastern Kentucky, defrauding the Social Security Administration out of tens of millions of dollars when they didn't legally qualify or medically qualify for such benefits. Eric C. Kahn has now officially made another request to not testify at an evidentiary hearing set for this Monday. Kahn's attorney has requested that U.S. District Judge Mortimer grant a protective order disallowing the whistleblowers in the original case from calling Kahn as a witness next week. Jennifer Griffith and Sarah Carver of the Huntington Social Security Administration office, Griffith a former employee, have Kahn on their witness list for Monday's hearing, in which Judge Tapar is going to determine if they provided the information that they shared with federal investigators on a voluntary basis, per the whistleblower status. Kahn's attorney has responded by saying that if called to testify Monday, that he will again instruct Kahn to plead the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. The question Monday of whether or not Carver and Griffith offered their testimony voluntarily is part of the dismissal request filed on behalf of Kahn and his co-defendants, asking that the case against them be thrown out for that reason, and thus they have no standing to have filed the whistleblower suit against them. An earlier motion that was filed by Kahn and former administrative law judge David Doherty was denied. More news in a few moments, but right now, announcements on this Friday's Magoffin County Farm Bureau-sponsored community calendar. That, I have to admit, starts off with a few thank yous to all of you. As I do every night, I want to once again thank you so much for watching. Last night in the program, I had 3 animal-related lost or founds. I had a missing horse, I had a found dog, and a lost dog. All 3 of those ran on the calendar last evening, and I got a message from each and every one of those individuals today telling me that thanks, they had found their lost pet or animal, or vice versa. And I wanted to thank you all for making that happen. A sincere thank you, and a special thank you to Farm Bureau for sponsoring our community calendar, as it's one of its many attributes that it serves the community in that manner and fashion. We want to thank you once again for helping those families be reunited with their pets. Now, on tonight's calendar, it kicks off with some birthdays, and you know how we love birthdays around here. This first one reads as follows: Happy belated 80th birthday to Reva Marshall from Neelis. We call her Nene, I'm sure, as do you. Fuck it around here. And family and friends. And I've got a birthday wish, a happy 25th birthday to Charles Richie Minix. His birthday today. Tyler Love celebrates his birthday tomorrow. And from a host of family and friends, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Charles Richie Minix. Happy birthday, Tyler Love. And I've got one more. Now, this young lady's watching from Indiana. Happy 10th birthday to Sophie Frazier from your favorite Uncle JR. Now, JR tells me he was going to take a picture of the screen with his phone and then call her and send it to her. JR, go to YouTube. Tell her to watch it. It's much easier that way. Happy birthday, Sophie. Happy 10th birthday to you. A reminder that the Kearney Free Will Baptist Church is picking and a grinning, and they're doing it tomorrow, starting at 7 o'clock. And I did get thank you again for asking you shall receive. I mentioned last night that I wasn't sure what they would do about the big gospel music show set for Henry Stumbo Park in Allen tomorrow. They say if it rains, it's going to be rescheduled. So check out the weather and see what you think. But it's scheduled to start at 11 with a big full day's lineup of gospel music entertainers. It's a free admission event. It is a fundraiser, but they hope you'll join them. And that is set for, once again, tomorrow over in the Allen area at the Henry Stumbo Park, brought to you by the Landmark Christian Church. Kind of lost my papers there. And Pastor Kenneth Prater. So big show still set for tomorrow, but it is weather pending. And anytime you've got an announcement, birthday, anniversary, or otherwise from your church or organization, this is how you get it to us. For free as always, and we'll be sure to pass it along to everyone watching, and everyone is watching. And I've got one funeral service listing for this Friday, the 5th of September, in honor of 47-year-old Milburn Harrison Howard of Elk Creek Road. He passed away on Tuesday, the son of the late Paul Ray Howard and Barbara Nestor. Harrison survived by his wife, Jessica Howard, sons Milburn Harrison Jr. and Zachary Howard, and daughters Taisha Michelle and Jessica Howard and Barbara Arthur. Visitation continues this evening. Services are to begin in Harrison's honor tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Both visitation and services from the Bradley Free Will Baptist Church. Burial will take place at the Reisner Cemetery, Johnson Fork, while the McGoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Save big at Premier Auto. An 02 Hyundai Sonata, only $37.50. An 07 Pontiac G5, only $39.50. And an 09 Buick LaCrosse, just $99.50. An 06 Rhino, only 1,200 miles, just $69.50. And 100 miles per gallon, no driver's license, and no insurance needed. New scooters cut $500 to just $995 at Premier Auto in Paintsville. Get ready, baby, or get baby ready with a simply adorable selection at the seasonal shop with bibs and blankets and bags, onesies and jammies, the cutest of outfits and matching accessories for Thing 1, Thing 2, or Thing 3. Hooded bath towels by Zucchini, bubble bath paints, blocks, bears, puzzles, picture frames, and shelves and shelves and shelves more. Find an absolutely perfect gift for the most precious of gifts at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. Spend less time waiting or in line for your prescriptions or refills and get the care you need with the quality and convenience that matters most at Parkway Pharmacy, your exclusive provider of the finest in vitamins and supplements by Windmill Vitamins. Come in or drive through 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday, or call Parkway Pharmacy 349-4400. Got company coming? Looking to visit Sagersville and family, or just get away? Then come stay with us in one of two newly restored and uniquely appointed lofts over downtown, filled with history throughout. With a luxurious touch, king beds, free Wi-Fi, HD TV, and enough comfort to sleep 1 to 10 guests, book your stay at the Mortimer Lofts by emailing toreachsue@yahoo.com. Find them on Facebook or call 349-3299.
With a low-rate mortgage from Citizens National Bank, you can downsize your mortgage payment, not your home. New home or refi, Citizens gives you the personal service you deserve. And no gotcha fine print, just low rates. Stop by your nearest branch to apply today. Citizens National Bank. We take banking personally. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's an ages-old battle that rages on. Apple or pumpkin? And now you can decide which pie makes the best blizzard treat. Taste them both for a limited time at your Sagersville DQ, home of the $3 breakfast and the $5 lunch, and where breakfast is served hot Monday through Thursday, 6 till 11, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until noon, and where everything else is served all day, every day. Your Sagersville Dairy Queen. Friday night in Eastern Kentucky, and that means football, high school football for most everyone in the viewing area. The exception this week, the Johnson Central Golden Eagles. They've played one game this season, a big win coming out of the gate. Fairland Proctorville, Ohio fell 46-0 to the Golden Eagles in their home and season opener, and they're not playing tonight but hosting tomorrow night Mastery Charter School north of Pennsylvania, I believe it is. Kickoff set for 7:30 tomorrow. For the McGoffin County Hornets, they're hoping to get a leg up on the still early season tonight, 1-1 right now with their big win, 47-28 over South Floyd in the Heritage Day Bowl for the home opener at their new complex. They were on the road last week and fell short against Powell County, 18-27. They're looking for a little redemption at the cost of Allen Central tonight as they're hosting Allen Central. Kickoff set for 7:30. Should be a nice night for football. I'll tell you more about that weather-wise in just a few moments. And then, of course, we'll have some highlights on next week's show. For the Morgan County Cougars, they are at a loss this season, 0-2 thus far, 6-52 against Estill County in the home opener. Their second home game of the season, the second game of the season was against Paintsville, and they failed to score 0-34. They are at Leslie County tonight on the road. We wish them well. And for the Paintsville Tigers, including that win against Morgan County, they are 1-0 this season, and they're also at Pikeville tonight. We'll have some highlights and some more information as the season progresses, and it's going to happen before you know it and be over before you know it. You know, it's over pretty much on Halloween for most everyone, October the 31st. Just now realizing Halloween falls on October the 31st this year, so now you've learned more than one thing on tonight's program. Well, with that said, let's learn what's happening in the weather before I head out to the McGoffin County High School football field, where indeed there are some showers and storms developing, possibly. Not possibly, they're going to. It's just when and where that we have to question. Well, we saw a little sunshine part the clouds by around airtime, and we're going to see, I think, continued calm conditions over the course of the evening. That chance of storms is not until about after 3 o'clock in the a.m., so it looks like a good night for Friday night football. A low of 68 degrees, and this will be prelude of a little bit of a messy Saturday. 66 for our low this morning. We hit right at 90 degrees here at the newsroom for daytime highs today. We'll not see that mark tomorrow. We'll see about 83 degrees for your daytime high. We've got a cold front making its way from the northwest, and while it won't be rainy and wet from daylight to dark, we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms, and right now, mainly after 2 o'clock. Might get a few in here before, but right now the window for increased shower and thunderstorm possibly activity looks to be after 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll see increasing clouds throughout the day, and then we'll see showers and thunderstorms possible up until around 1 a.m. or so. Sunday, look at what's on the backside of this. Lower humidity, lower temperatures, 75, 59, partly sunny. Should be a nice Sunday. And some reasonably fall-like temperatures and conditions will stay with us for maybe through Monday. We'll see the upper 70s. We'll see partly sunny skies and about a 20% chance of some showers and thunderstorms as we make our way through midweek next week. Looking ahead, 83 degrees on your Tuesday. A threat of some showers and thunderstorms. By the time Wednesday rolls around, a greater threat. We've got another system coming in midweek that will drop temperatures down. Wednesday around 81, Thursday around 78, and by the week's end, another shot of some showers and thunderstorms. I've got about 71 degrees for a daytime high next Friday. We're going to see some rain, significant at times throughout the forecast period, and we're also going to see by the end of it, and that is next Friday, well, we're going to see conditions that are going to really make you think that it's fall outside. Indeed, it may be here to stay. For that, we'll have to wait and see. Thank you all for staying with me. Thank you all for being a part of the program each and every night this week. I am off to high school football. Got to get there early. It's going to be a good night. Come and join us at the new McGoffin County High School athletic field, and then join me back here next Monday for more of Your News Today. For now, thank you for watching.